Hi everyone, in today's video I'm giving you my honest review of the eToro trading platform. In today's video, we're talking about the eToro trading platform. It comes from a subscriber request. Omar wrote in asking for my review and honest opinion about it. So here it comes. Thanks, Omar, for writing in. For those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Angela. I'm your money messenger. I started this channel as a way of imparting some of my knowledge about money to you all. It comes from my background working over 2 decades in the Australian financial planning industry. So let's get started. What is eToro? eToro is a trading platform, an online site. You can open up an account and it enables you to invest in stocks, shares, CFDs, contracts for difference, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and things like that. Now, this site is predominantly a US site, which means it has US stocks on there, stocks, shares that are listed on the US stock market, but also access to CFDs, cryptocurrencies, foreign exchange trading, FX trading as it's known. To get started, the minimum account balance is anywhere between $50 and $10,000, depending on what type of instruments you want to be trading, what types of CFDs or stocks, or if you want to do crypto. The currency of the platform is in USD. So one of the main things to remember is that when you will be trading on this platform, you will be buying and selling in USD, US dollars. So that means that whenever you deposit money into it, it needs to be US dollars. So if you're not based in the US or you don't earn US, that means that you need to transfer your own money to the platform in order to get started and to trade. So say most of us here watching this channel, we're in Australia. So you'll be transferring Australian dollars to the platform. Now, there's many ways that you can do that, but one of the things to bear in mind whenever you're converting currencies for the purpose of investment or traveling or whatnot, there are currency conversion fees involved. So the easiest way is to just send money through your online bank. Say you've got a national bank account, you can go onto your online banking and send money there through an online wire transfer. However, just note that when you do this, National Bank or whoever you bank with will generally charge you a fee of approximately $30, and they'll also charge you a percentage to convert the money into US. So there are many ways that you can do this. You can do it direct through eToro as well. They have numerous different ways that you can send money through there, but you will be hit with a currency conversion fee. So number one, if you're ever going to be transferring money overseas for the purpose of investing, I really recommend using a currency broker. There's lots of them around, but the point of them is that the fees, the conversion fees, the rate that you're going to get when you exchange currencies is usually a lot better. So for example, when I used to live in Dubai and I was sending currencies back and forth from the UAE to Australia, I would use a currency broker. That means that I would transfer money from my national bank account to the currency broker first. They exchange the money, and then the money would go to my Dubai bank account or vice versa. So the same thing with eToro. If you're going to be sending money there, I highly recommend you use a currency broker, because although it may not seem like a lot of money on the face, it can really add up currency conversion fees. So whatever bank you bank with, you send the money to the currency broker first. The currency broker will send the money to your eToro bank account. That way, you'll get the best exchange rate and the fees will be lower. And if it's something that you're going to be doing, investing over a long period of time with eToro or buying and trading regularly, sending money back and forth, the currency conversion will get you unless you take note of that. So use a currency broker when sending money. I did notice with the eToro platform that they do allow you to send money directly from a credit card. So if you're in Australia, your Australian credit card you could use to directly send money. I would steer clear away from that because Australian banks will hit you with a cash advance fee. You can't generally transfer cash or take cash off a credit card anywhere in the world, but let's talk Australia. You can't generally take money off a credit card in terms of cash without being hit with a percentage fee, and it's usually around 2%. So I would definitely not ever use your credit card to fund your eToro bank account. Just send cash, but I would use a wire transfer through a currency broker. You can also use your PayPal account to send money. Now, PayPal can act as a currency broker, a currency converter. It's a great way to send money around the world. However, the currency conversion fees are not great. So I only use PayPal from a protection point of view when buying things online. I don't use it to send international currencies. Again, I would not use PayPal to fund your eToro bank account. I would not use your credit card, and I would not just use your everyday bank account, your NAB, your Commonwealth Bank or Westpac or whatnot. I would send money from your everyday bank account to a currency broker first to then fund your eToro account. Now, other than that, in terms of your currency fees, there's no fees as such to open an eToro account, which is great. There's no admin fees or whatnot. One of the great beauties about eToro is that if you are going to be buying US stocks, US shares that are listed on the US stock market, your Apple, your Microsoft, there's no brokerage, which is great. Because usually it can be quite expensive to buy US stocks. The brokerage is generally a fair bit higher than what it is to buy Australian stocks in an Australian share market. So no brokerage to buy US stocks, awesome. I think that's awesome. If you want to go and buy your Apple shares or your Microsoft shares or whatnot, that can be a very cost-effective way by using an eToro account because there's no admin fees, there's no brokerage whatsoever. So that's great. In terms of other fees, if you're taking money out of eToro, there's a $5 withdrawal fee just for processing. That's fine, and a minimum of $30 you've got to take out. I wouldn't be doing small buying withdrawals from my eToro account anyway. So, just send a lump sum over there, just take out a lump sum, keep your fees and your exchange fees from your currency broker, everything like that, keep them low. So don't be taking out small amounts anyway. That's not the point of these accounts. And if you don't use your account with eToro for a minimum of 12 months, after 12 months, there's a $10 fee every month for an inactivity fee, which is fair enough from an administration point of view. Now, in terms of other fees, if you are going to be doing any FX trading or buying some crypto or some CFDs, there will be some pips to pay in there. There will be some buy-sell spreads to pay in there. There could be some overnight fees as well. If you don't know what any of that is, that means to me that you're a newbie. So perhaps eToro is not for you in terms of starting your investment journey. I would definitely look into those types of fees before you get started. But in terms of the fees, they kind of looked fairly average compared to what else is there is in the marketplace. However, there are so many different trading platforms now that it's impossible for me to compare them all. So if you're using a current trading platform, just be sure to compare the percentages there of the buy sells and whatnot and the brokerage and bits and pieces. Now, two other main benefits of eToro that I noticed, two other features that they offer. One is called the copy trade and one is called the copy portfolio. Now, eToro promotes themselves as a social trading platform. So it's not just a trading platform for you to sit behind your computer and trade on your own. You can actually connect with other users, other traders, other investors, and see what they're investing in. You can copy their trades and you can also copy portfolios. So my thoughts with this are twofold. The first time I saw it, I cringed. I thought, oh my God, people are investing their money, newbies, let's talk new people, because anyone that's trading on their own or used to trading will be doing their own thing. So if you're enticed to copy a trader or copy a portfolio, then that tells me that you're probably fairly new and you're chasing better returns, chasing better results than what you could do on your own. So my first thoughts was cringeworthy. The thought of logging online and copying another trader who is a random person that you don't know what their thoughts are behind trading, what their method is behind trading. You don't know these people, they're random strangers, but you're going to trust your money to copy what they've done in the past. So I find that cringeworthy personally. You don't know who these people are. You don't know what their methods are. To put your money on them, backing them, makes me cringe. A lot of people, when they're getting started, they're just going to be trading smaller amounts. So the loss isn't that great. If you're trading maybe $1,000 to you, it's not the end of the world if it goes south or it doesn't quite return what you want. But the idea is that you get better and better with your trading. If you then start growing your account balance and the money that you're trading starts to grow as well, the pain of losing or the pain of loss can become greater. So small amounts may not feel that risky, but as your account balance grows, you could be talking some sizable lump sums. So to be following somebody that you don't know, or you don't know their methods behind their trading, I find that quite worrying some. And eToro promotes their site as in a social trading platform. You can see what other people are posting and buying and trading and whatever. That kind of hype as well could really mess with your trading psyche. You don't want to be trading with a energy as though you're at the casino. Trading can be quite high energy either anyway, but to be following people posting, talking, texting, writing, and then follow those people with their trades, I don't know that that's a great environment to be trading seriously. However, I can see the benefit in learning from new people, learning from experienced traders. And by experience, I mean, you can see what their returns have been, you can see what their investing has been, whatever they've done through their eToro account. You can't see anything from their other past or other life. So you can learn from these people. So there could be some positives there. You could have the camaraderie, you could have the community around you of other traders. So rather than you being alone, and your learning could take some time that way. People, if you're learning on your own, you can overcomplicate things, you can learn the wrong way, you can take the long way around things, so you can sometimes get analysis paralysis and not make any moves at all. So from a community point of view, following these people who are doing well, successful, according to their eToro account, could be a great way to learn. I would just be really careful before just copying a trader or copying a portfolio that you find on eToro, because when you're copying someone, you are returns focused. You are chasing returns. So instead of investing from a fundamental point of view where you're looking at what you're buying for the long term, what type of stocks you're into, why you want to buy those stocks, maybe how the economy may affect those stocks, you're copying a trader simply because they're doing well. So that means you're chasing returns, and that can be a really bad habit to get into when it comes to investing or trading. Because remember, there are no guarantees with investing or trading. Past returns are no guarantee of future returns. So overall, what do I think about eToro? I think it could be pretty good if it's used correctly. If you're a newbie just jumping on there and wanting to copy some other traders, I'd just be really careful about that, because it's not the way to start investing. And whilst the market's doing pretty good, it's a bull market, you might make some money. But then when markets turn, you could find yourself come unstuck and lose money very quickly, which means clearing your trading bank essentially, which then means you have no money to trade. So it's a very real risk when it comes to trading. So think about the type of investor you are. If you're just starting out your investment journey, I would look to something that has more of a savings plan feature, something that you can add a small amount to regularly every time you're paid, for example. I would not use eToro for that purpose, particularly because you're going to be dealing in USD, US dollar. You're going to have to send money overseas each time to an overseas account, which means currency conversion fees. It is not the type of account you want to be putting in small amounts of money each time. So instead, I would check out an investment app, something like the Raise app, which I've done a video on, and I've also compared the Superheroes app and also the Spaceship Voyager app. I think they're three pretty good ones. They all have different features, so check out the video that I did on that. But those you can use as a savings plan technique to add in a small amount of money over a long period of time and really get you started out with your investing. If you want to get started with buying shares and you're in Australia and you want to focus more on Australian shares, then I would use an Australian-based platform. Something like a CommSec account or NabTrade account, or even the Superhero app has actually really low brokerage and is a great way for you to access Australian shares. If you're just getting started out in investing shares and you are in Australia, then I would focus on Australian shares before I worry about international shares such as US shares. When we're talking about in financial planning, the different asset classes, which is cash and property and shares, when comparing Australian shares to USD shares, Australian shares can generally be a little less volatile as well. So if you want to just start out with buying shares, stay on your home soil and just buy Aussie shares with using a different trading platform, not eToro. You're going to have to use an Aussie-based one to access that, and the fees will be better, and it's also onshore. If, however, you want to be trading or you are trading, which means you're an active investor, you're chasing above market returns, you're buying and selling in order to beat the market, essentially, that is a learned skill. It does take some time. It does take a lot of time. So you need to look into that seriously and give it the respect that it deserves, because it can go south very quickly. But if that is something you are into, you want to be buying your crypto, you want to be maybe doing FX trading, then eToro looks pretty good. The fees look pretty reasonable. Just check your different brokerage and your different buy-sell spreads, however, because there's, like I said, so many different platforms around the marketplace. It's impossible to compare them all. So I would compare a couple of them just to make sure that you're happy with the eToro fees before you get started. But if you are actively wanting to trade, then eToro looks great. That copy trade, copy portfolio could be a wonderful way of learning from other people. However, like I said, just bear in mind, if you're doing that just for the point that it's easier and quicker just to copy someone else, then just be very mindful that you don't know who these people are in terms of you don't know their trading philosophy. So jumping online, meeting some random person and copying them, putting your hard-earned dollars into it, I would just be very careful with that. But if you are a trader and you're wanting to use eToro for all it's worth, then hey, go for it. Looks like an interesting platform. Now, a word with investing. You don't need to trade in order to make money investing. Investing can be very boring and passive and in the background of life, and is usually one of the best ways to make money with investing. Unfortunately, most people that try to be traders lose money. They blow their bank and then they get burnt with investing, and they have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to investing because they think investing is trading. Investing is not trading. Trading is trading. Trading is trying to outperform the market. Investing is investing something with the hope that it goes up over time. So you don't need to trade in order to invest. I personally do not actively trade. I buy shares, I buy EFTs, and then I hold them for a long time. I do not buy and sell regularly because I don't have the time or inclination to want to try and beat the rest of the market. Because when you have a lot of institutional investors, you have different fund managers, hedge fund managers, banks, people like that with bulk money trying to make money in the share market, their buying purchasing power is a whole lot bigger than little old Ange. So it's really hard to beat the market. I'm not saying that trading doesn't work. I'm saying for the majority of people, it doesn't work. And eToro promotes themselves as a social trading platform with the social community there, and anyone can do it, and it's easy. If you want to be a trader, just open up your phone and put on a trade. Yes, it's very easy to put on a trade, but it's very difficult to put on a winning trade. So a note out there, if you want to invest, please invest, but you do not need to trade in order to make money successfully. Thanks for watching today. I hope you got some value out of it and learned something new about the eToro trading platform. If you've got a money question, please drop it in the comments box below. I'm happy to do a video for you or point you in the right direction, help you as best as I can. I post new videos every Thursday, so please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.